Okay, everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Friday, May 2nd, 2025. Pre-market report. People, what just happened between yesterday and today is an abomination, and I'm going to cover this for you at length. It's the scam of the century, And I'm going to break that down for you in just a second. But just real quick, I'm going to cover what's happening here with regard to the market. uh, this morning. You get the dollar getting slammed again. We broke above 100 with regard to the Dixie. We are now below that. The dollar is in all kinds of trouble. You got the 10-year yield relatively stable this morning. Stock futures are higher. You got gold and silver catching a bid. You got Bitcoin and crypto catching a bid. You want to know what's happening in the markets, and I mean in detail? Click on the link in the description of this video. It'll take you right to my website. I break down the S&P 500. I break down crude oil, gold. I also break down Bitcoin and XRP. Why? Because you guys and girls asked me to do it. And it's all there for you. I do it every single day. So I got you. I got you covered. I got your back. And I want to thank all of you that do support my work on the first of every month or around the first. I ask for your support. Some of you did, and I do appreciate that very, very much, all of you. All right, guys, listen, let's cut right into this. This is literally, and I can't think of anything that even comes close at this particular time. Maybe it's because I'm a little angry also. But this is the scam of the century, and they're not even trying to hide it anymore. The United States has actually been taken over by a very dark force. So this is the headline from this morning. Consider this apparent fantastic deal that was signed for minerals. President Trump basically touting this thing as if it's the second coming. Now we're finding out from the vice president. How's this headline for you? Today, this morning, Russia's war in Ukraine not going to end anytime soon. Let that sink in. The day after this deal was signed. Now I'm going to break this down for you so you can understand why this is the scam of the century and America is over. Here we go. So just try to make this up. They don't even try to hide it anymore. The very day after the U.S.-Ukraine mineral deal is signed, locking in long-term economic interests, resource access, rebuilding contracts. J.D. Vance, supposedly anti-war populist for the people, comes out and says, hey everyone, guess what? This Ukraine-Russia war isn't ending anytime soon. What's the translation here? This war is too profitable to stop. What do we know? There is not a single endeavor on this earth that generates more cash for the military-industrial complex, allowing central banks to inflate than war. No other endeavor on this earth creates a need for more borrowed dollars than war. It allows the Fed to solidify their stranglehold on us all, and central banks get stronger. So again, right out of his mouth, this Ukraine-Russia war isn't ending anytime soon. Translation, this war is too profitable to stop. What this really means, okay, let's break this down, people. The United States just made a 10 to 15-year investment in Ukraine via this so-called mineral deal. Now, you don't create it's called a reconstruction fund. Okay, that's what you're paying for right now. And tied to it, rare earth mineral access, bring in global contractors, unless you know the region is going to be destabilized long enough to justify it. People, this isn't a war. This is a new business model. You're witnessing a new business model, in some respects, being created. The military aid will keep on flowing. The rebuilding contracts are already signed. The minimal rights are secured. And now the Vice President of the United States publicly admits, yeah, we're not stopping this. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. The deeper deception, let's talk about the deeper deception. J.D. Vance was sold to the people after he was said, I am an anti-Trumper, I am totally against this man, he stands for everything I do not stand for. Then he was repackaged and sold to the American people as a Trump-aligned, anti-establishment, America First voice, sold as a truth teller about the corruption in D.C. But he's either just another actor in the play, or he's been compromised and folded right into the beast system like so many others, including Trump himself, of course. Let this sink in. The United States signs a critical resource deal. It's absolutely fantastic. That's Trump. The next day, the Vice President of the United States extends the war narrative. We are not watching history, people. We are watching the scam of the century. The scam of the century. I mean, I'm laughing about it, but how many of you can actually see this for what it is, or you're still unable to see that? The lies, the deceptions, the distractions, they're freaking everywhere. Just as you and I said they would be, going back as far as you want to go. Nothing is what it appears to be, people. They're packaging all this stuff up, including what I just outlined for you, in such a way to make it appear that this is for you. It's for your own good. And what's going on in the background? They're destroying the purchasing power of the currency. They're allowing the Federal Reserve to inflate, to fulfill their goal, to own it all. And people are sitting back here. They're not even sitting back. People are getting systematically crushed under the weight of the system, though, that this twisted freak show that's been put on their backs, and it's not going to stop. How many of you have been with me long enough that you've heard me say this is not going to stop? Over and over and over again, year after year after year, it's not going to stop. And what you're witnessing right now, again, people, you have to make no mistake. And I really, really want you to make no mistake. This is the scam of the century that's being played on not just the people of the United States, but you see, you have to understand, people like Trump and Vance, they really think that you are nothing but a means to an end. You're too stupid to know what's actually going on. But you know what? We're not too stupid, but we have this. By the way, if you subscribe to my newsletter, which is 100% free, okay, there's a link in the description of this video. This is right in your inbox. People, I got your back. You have no idea how committed I am to keeping you, all of you, on the right side of this, in the know. I don't care what it takes. I am willing to do it to make sure that you guys and girls are kept in the know. Because I have made a promise to all of you from over a decade ago that I will never, ever let you down. I will tell you what the truth is. I will call out the lies and deceptions. I will also tell you, for example, when I say, okay, not everything President Trump has done is bad. He did do one thing that needed to be done, just one, and that was to secure the borders. The rest of it has been a nightmare situation here. Not a single roadblock whatsoever put up to stop the inflationary tsunami that's just starting to hit us. But no, we're hearing from the Federal Reserve and from the president that we're going to get a weaker dollar, that we're going to get lower rates here. How does that help you? It doesn't. If you guys and girls don't start to push back against this, with all that's going on here, they don't even try to hide it anymore. If you think for a nanosecond that this is just going to be a recession or even a depression that we're facing, you just have lost touch with reality across the board. We are being systematically and methodically, diabolically erased. And I'm telling you, people, if you don't start to wake up and you don't start to stand up for yourself, they have done all they can to divide and conquer this nation. Okay, people are starting, and I know they are because I hear from every day, to come together and realize what's actually going on, the lies, the deceptions, the scam of the century. Tell me how this is not the scam of the century, unless you really just didn't understand a word that I wrote here. It's all in black and white and blue and everything else here. It's all here for you. Check your news. If you do subscribe to my newsletter, just check it out. Look at what's in your inbox over the last, I don't know, week or so. Couple of weeks here. Watch the videos that I've done for you. I have outlined everything for you. And what's happened lately, just check it out for yourself. The personal attacks against me have gone off the Richter scale. That's fine. Let them attack me. Let them throw those bricks and their stones. I build sentinels out of them. I build cathedrals out of them. I build fortresses out of them. of us do here. They can't attack the message like this. I can't wait to hear somebody try to tell me where I got this wrong. Tell me where I got this wrong, please, okay? I am willing to learn. My bet, there's not a single one of you out here. I don't care how MAGA you are. I don't care how much you suffer from Trump is God syndrome, TIGS. I don't care. Just try to tell me where I got that wrong. Tell me and my lions here where we got this wrong, because I'm going to tell you right now, you get in the way of me, all my lions, we're going to eat you alive. Because we are armed with wisdom and knowledge, and we are aligned with the force, the source himself, God the Father, the creator of all things. Does this sound about right to you people, or is Greg just completely out there? Look, this is where we're going here. And I really believe with all I got in here that what we are witnessing, the day after this fantastic deal, we're winning in America, the vice president comes out and says the truth. What we already knew, what I told you what would happen before the presidential selection, okay? Trump and Vance were put together in a nice package and sold to all of you to bring about the end of America, the end of the middle class, small business, all of this to fulfill the end game here of the Federal Reserve, pretty much the central bank of central banks under the BIS. Okay, you guys all know this. And you know what? We could not possibly be losing more than we are losing now. We're not winning a thing. You think this is a deal that we're winning from like Trump is telling you it is? If you understand a single word that I put together in here, you will actually understand what's going on. Other than that, you're completely lost. And you know what? My heart goes out to you because you're the person I am reaching out to make understand what's actually happening. And I know it's an impossibility because some of you have been so spiritually disenfranchised, removed from the system, and actually possessed by the same demonic force that is puppetizing J.D. Vance and the President of the United States, Donald Trump. Think about it. Think about that as you go to sleep tonight. What's really in your head. Love all of you guys. I mean that. Look, share this video. Get it out there. That is in your inbox right now. Share it. Let's wake up a few people here finally, all right? Because this is our time, Lions. We are rising. I are rising. You see it? Can you feel it? I can too. Let's push harder than we've ever pushed before. Share this video. Get it out there. The papers I put out for you in my newsletter, it's all for you. Get it out there. Get it out there. All right. I'll see all of you later, 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern for the live stream. Right? I want to hear from you. Good, bad, or indifferent. Sound about right to you? They're not even trying to hide it anymore. Just a coincidence it's just a coincidence to you that just the day after that this fantastic mineral deal was signed, J.D. Vance is telling you the war's not going to end anytime soon? You think that was just a coincidence? Really? Honestly, I got to hear from you on that one. Love you all from the heart with all I got. I'll see you later.